There were points where I thought I would be able to keep it, especially at the beginning. When I went into for my first surgery, coming in, directly in from the bombing, they said doctors told me they needed to do a second surgery and really take a good look at it and determine if they were going to be able to save it or not. So until they did that surgery, I was thinking there was a possibility that I would be able to, until they actually did it and came back and said, you could, but you probably shouldn't. I just tried not to think about it too much as I was going into the operating room, that when I was going to come out, I wasn't going to have a whole leg anymore. And it's been, difficult. But I know that, it's going to only be difficult for a short period of time, and eventually things will get better. Some of them came in, like I had a couple people talk to me about the fact that they were not willing to give up their foot at the point where they had to make the decision that I had to make, and how they really regretted that decision because it was years of pain and unnecessary sort of suffering for them. So, that kind of helped me with the decision, hearing different people say, sort of support what the doctors here were telling me. Most of the people that I've spoken with have had amputations related to motorcycle accidents, or some received amputations for incidents that happened in Iraq or Afghanistan. And they seem like very positive people. They just say, this is who they are. And I aspire to be like that eventually. It is a life-altering experience, and if I didn't have the support system in my family and friends that I do, I think I would be devastated. I don't think I would have a positive outlook. But it's so hard for me to focus on anything negative because they're always around. I have hardly any time to myself to really sit there and dwell on it. And if I do find myself, my mind kind of going there, I try to just turn it right around and say, you can't sit there and say, what if I arrived 5 minutes later or 5 minutes earlier, or what if I decided not to go to the game this year? And, I did think I did that for a little while, but, this is with the situation I'm faced with. It's not going to change. So for me to just kind of dwell on the negative is sort of a waste of time to me.